What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you all having an awesome weekend. So a weekend update, and this weekend update is gonna be really awesome because we had a badass week in regards with trading, also the trades we took in the live session, and here on my YouTube channel, also the trades I've sent to the members, and I'm gonna show you few trades that I have actually taken live in the live session, members only live session, and I'm gonna show you the entries I took, losers and winners, so that everything is transparent in front of you. The reason I show you the trades I took, what we talk in the live session, in the members only live session, so that you know if you want to join the membership, it is nothing hidden for you. I don't want to leave you any curiosity. I want you guys to see and look what and how we trade in the live session, and if there is any opportunities which we had, then how we entered the trade. And if you like it, come and join. Let's trade together and let's learn together as well without following someone blindly in any sort of signal groups. So in the first part of the video, there is tons of knowledge which you're going to learn. You will see how I enter the trade, the facts with the exact rules, with the exact entry confirmation without any guesses, the zones, and I'm going to show you the trades that happens on platinum, palladium, cotton, USCOCOA, coffee, all these trades which we have personally took, and one scalping trade that we took in a live session on 5 minutes time frame as well. So before I continue, let me introduce to the new partner broker which I've just recently joined as well, opened my account. Let me show you how cool the trading platform is. Let me show you, they have a really cool platform right here, Trade Nation, as you can see, and very nice app. Once you open an account, you will have an option to trade either on MT4 or if you want to trade on the app, which is right here, which I've chose to trade, and I've just deposited a little money. As you can see, the account balance right up there, which is £100, and I've just opened a trade to test how it goes. As you can see, the trade has been opened with very small lot. Of course, it's £100. I can't open a big lot, but as you can see, just opened with 0.01 lot. And just want to show you some spreads here. They also have a cool spread if you want to trade natural gas. Let's say I want to go back to energies. Right here you can see energies, and here you have Brent oil, and if you click on all energies, right here as you can see natural gas. So once you click on it, just click on trade and just select your lot. Just right here, as you can see, spread is just 3, so which is really cool. Crude oil futures, right here, if you click on trade, the spread is 3 as well. If you want to click on metals, gold spot, want to click on trade, spread is 5, as you can see, which is good. Here the spread is 16 for silver, which is not bad. And if you want to go to forex space, all you need to do is just go back up. As you can see, you have all the shares market, UK shares market, US shares market, European shares, and US minis as well. And just go to forex, go to FX. You have the pairs of euros, GBP, or you can search the pair whatever you want. Let's say euro USD. Right here, click on trade, and the spread is right here is 3. If you click on GBP, GBP CAD, GBP USD. So that is what you look here on this platform. Very easy to trade for the beginners as well. Regulated with FCA. Feel free to check them out. Links is in the description. But if you join through my link in the description, then you're going to get access to free priority group where you get reports every week, all the benefits, live sessions, commodities indices, forex reports, and trade alerts, of course, 1 to 4 times a week. A minimum deposit of 1k to join my priority group for free. I also have a signal center right here where you have all the signals. As you can see, the type of the orders, which is buy limit order, and then if you scroll down right here, you see all the signals that is currently happening in the market, and it also shows you the probability and the confidence level. As you can see, the 60% of confidence level right here, and if you scroll down right here, you can see we have indices, signals as well, and natural gas. As you can see right here, that is live running trade. Of course, before entering any trade, you need to do your own analysis as well, and we are not going to enter the trades blindly. Check them out and let me know if you have any questions, or if you have any question about the platform itself, just go to chat and directly ask questions if you have any questions regarding the platform or any other questions. So in the second part, we're going to do analysis of natural gas, gold, silver, and crude oil. Now, starting with the commodity report I've sent to the members, and you see how nicely it plays out from the level of support and the level of resistance. So it is right here, as you can see, cotton on 9th of June. And right here, we were looking at this structure level from where we are looking to enter buy trades on smaller time frame. And then we had a report sent the next week where we are looking at the level which is above in red, from where we are looking at a possible sell trade. So buy from here and sell from here. And if you see, this report was sent on 23rd. So for 9th and then 23rd. You see, that's a game of patience, and we were patient from here and then we are looking at the level above. In between, we were doing nothing. Now coming back on charts, right here when the price hit the zone, what do we have right here? Now this is not an alien for you, and you can't say that you are not familiar with this candlestick pattern. I talk about this candlestick pattern on every single video. Bullish engulfer that pushed the price higher nicely, that could have been managed till right here. And then what do we have? After that, the price formed a bearish engulfer. So bullish engulfer, bearish engulfer. So we did not enter the trades blindly, but with conditions. Buyers are telling us we are going to push up, and here the sellers are telling us now we're going to pull back and push down, and nicely that could have been managed till here. So that is how we take trades with conditions, without any sort of guesses. So good example of trading with conditions and with signals only, not blindly. Now I want to show you crude oil here. So last week I've added this zone in the report as well, and we were looking at the possible push down in this area followed by bullish engulfing pattern. So as you can see, we were looking for entry on smaller time frame with conditions only from this zone. Now once the price broke above, what do we have right here? We had a bullish engulfing candle, and that nicely pushed the price high. Now that was a $2 move. Now you can't say that you couldn't make money. It is a move that is enough to make money. Now if you are greedy, you say why can't I take my profits somewhere here? If you do that every time, you won't be able to pull the money out of the market. Yes, if you are a long-term investor, you are someone who want to hold the trades for 6 months, 3 months or a year, then it is something you need to look at on weekly time frame, and that requires a lot of patience. But as a swing trader, as a day trader, these moves are enough to make profits, and that is a better risk to reward ratio as well. And that is what we need to do. Stop holding on with the trades, pull the money out of the market, take your profits, and don't hope for the bigger profits. There is no place of hope in the market. As long as you're getting good risk to reward ratio, good trades, come out, look for the next opportunity. You have seen the results already, how nicely we made money just using 1-to-1. If we can make money using 1-to-1, then why can't we make money using more than 1-to-1? So here a good example of more than 1-to-1. $1 was a stop loss and $2 was a take profit. Right here, nicely hit the profit using the zone I've sent to the members. Now palladium, you see how nicely that pushed lower. That was a report sent not this week, a week before that, and we were looking at this area for the possible bounce. You see, with a condition, and these conditions are not an alien for you. As long as you know how to mark these zones, we are at the major zone right here, from where the price dramatically pushed up in the past, and we are now in the same level after how many months? We had this condition here last time in February 2024. Now we are back in the zone on 18th of June 2024, just recently, 10 days ago, and a good push up right here. That would be how much? A massive risk to reward ratio, and that is just 1.4 to 1 where we exit the trades. But if you want to manage it, that is totally up to you how you want to manage it. You can even manage it to the zone above, which is right here, and that played out nicely, and that could be better risk to reward ratio. You see how you can manage your trades if you want to, or if you want to pull the money out of the market. As long as we are securing the profits with the good quality trades, there is no need to get panic of. If there is less trades, don't worry. This week we have 3 trades. Out of that, 1 hit take profit and 2 are still running. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to show that in next weekend's video. Now I want to show you the trade alert I've sent to the members right here, and it is not something I just sent to the members. I personally take these trades in my real account. It's not like I do demo trades and ask you guys to take trades. I do trade on my real account. I have multiple accounts which I use for different sort of percentage of risk, and this is an account which I've connected with TradingView IC Market so that we can all be in the same boat. Let's say I've entered this trade. What I'll be doing, I'll be entering 1% of my trade here, and I'll be entering 1% of my trade on MT4 platforms. And let me show you that as well. IC Markets, USD CHF, right here. So this was a trade taken in my real account, my entry candle right here and my exit candle right here. So everything is transparent and everything is in front of you. Now what do we have right here? Platinum, right? We have platinum here. A report was sent to the members that price is now inside a level of resistance, from where we are now looking at a possible valid trades. Now this was a trade I've mentioned, and we took this trade in the live session, which I'm going to show you very shortly. And as you can see from this zone, right, how nicely the price formed bearish engulfer. So that hit the target number 1 and target number 2 as well. So it hit both targets before the price pushes back up. That is why I always say, take your profits. Don't hang on with the trades and don't be greedy. That made us a good amount of money right here. You see how nicely we follow the rules? Yes, we follow the rules. Price is now inside the zone. That is our observation done. And we have a bearish engulfer. That is our conditions done. Then we entered, then we have our entries. Then we set the targets, target number 1 and target number 2. And this is how the whole process of trading should be if you want to trade like a professional traders. Now let's look at the Forex report that I've sent to the members that has played out. Now you see, it is something I'm telling you every week that these are the areas I'll be looking at for my possible trades. Now if you are looking at it, you are serious about your trading, then why can't you make money? Because everything is right in front of you. I make these reports for you. I do all the hard work, right? And then send these reports to you so that you look for the valid entries. That's all I ask you guys to look at. Be patient till the price are in the zone. Be patient till the price forms a condition. Once we have a condition, we are good to go for our trades. Now, right here, GBP AUD, price hit the zone, and right here, that nicely falls from the area of value. But we already entered here. Right here, there was an entry happened before. Stop loss was here, and that nicely pushed down the next level of support. So that is how we have a condition which is a pullback entry that also reacted from the zone and nicely pushed lower. And this was an entry that was discussed in the live session, and we entered that trade in the live session. Now talking about live session, let me show you how we enter the trades in the live session. That is why if you are a member, very important to look at this session. Even if you are watching the recorded session, there are some entries which we place in the live session, and then you can watch it later on whenever you have time so that you know what trades are we looking at in the market. So this was one trade we took on 5 minutes time frame, just a little scalp, and that was set on 5 minutes time frame. Stop loss was 4 pips only. And let me show you when we set this trade. Good for the scalp as well. For this one, my bias will be downside, just for the short term, not for long term. So I'll do something like this, but only when once it's breakout. Then we took this trade of platinum in the live session. The benefit of live session is that if you have questions, if you say, yes, Omar, if there's an entry confirmation or not, I can just tell you, yes, there is an entry confirmation, and what extra confluence you need to look at before your entries. And that is what we set in the live session. And let me show you exactly when we set the trade and when the price was exactly here. Platinum closed as well. I would enter right at the close here. I don't set my stop loss on smaller targets. I set my stop loss on bigger targets. So now we are above the wick as well, just for the protection here. Bit more above. 14 should be fine. That looks good now. And then we have this pair, EURCAD, that was also mentioned in my live session. Right here, I've said that I'm going to enter at the pullback, and that has happened. With this pullback, I've entered right here, and as you can see, that was also mentioned in my live session. I might take this one, but I might wait for the pullback, a little bit more pullback, maybe half of this candle, and then I'll enter from here. So not going to enter directly. But if you want to enter directly, that's totally fine as well. I'm already in few other trades. Then we have coffee. We have talked about in the live session that coffee is about to make double top pattern. As you can see, first top and second top, and that also nicely pushed lower. Where's coffee is heading? Coffee is also back in the zone, in case you guys are wondering. Possible double top here. So you see how nicely we discuss that in the live session, which I do once a week at this point, and from the next month, which is just after 2 days, I'm going to start twice a week starting from the mid-month. So you get more benefits, and we can also look at the trades on a smaller time frame, like 5 minutes time frame. We can look for the quick scalps as well. So that is what we do in the live session. Nothing is hidden, all transparent. You have seen what we do, how we do, so that there is no confusions if you are looking at to join the group as well. If not, that's totally cool. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video so that you can keep on getting these educational videos every single day. So that's it for the first part of the video. I hope you have learned something out of that, and I hope you have seen how nicely the price plays out if you follow the rules. So with that being said, let's start our analysis with natural gas, gold, silver, and crude oil. Starting with natural gas, and right here, what do we have? And as you can see, as I've shown in my last video, after the break, we were here and price just pushed lower, hit my target. And let me show you what I've said in the last video so that we can understand conditions and entries. Here on Rwanda, 2.461, that goes down to 2.308, a level of trend continuation bullish area. Simply just look for a pullback, push down to this zone, double bottoms, bullish engulfers, we can still push down and price from a condition like bullish engulfers or double bottom. Nice one. So that hit my target, and as you can see, as mentioned, the bearish engulfer was here. It was a break of this accumulation box, a good confluence of price going to push lower to my trend continuation bullish area. Now this bullish area I've already mentioned in my last video, but since it's a weekends video, I'm going to mention these areas again so that you mark your zones, as price is now about to approach this level, which is 2.307 that goes to 2.462. Now all we are looking at the hit of this zone, and once the price hit this zone, and simply we are looking at bullish engulfers or double bottom entry. We also have an oversold situation in the RSI, and with that, if the price forms a condition here, that is a very good confluence and indication that price now wants to push up, at least bounce nicely from this area. Now I won't be holding on with the trades once my price forms a condition. I'm going to go 180 for my target, so you can manage it till 1.4 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Now if you're someone who really wants to hold for the long term, which I don't do, I personally go for the fixed targets, a better risk to reward ratio. I might go 1.4 to 1, which is right here once the entry forms here. Or if you're someone who wants to hold, just keep your stop loss below and take profit, something like this. This is for someone who really wants to hold on with the trades, and that is a zone above, a major zone from where we can expect some big push downs. So that's what I'll be looking at. I'll be looking at my conditions, which is my bullish engulfer. Now very important to see a valid bullish engulfing candle, because in the market there are invalid patterns which we want to avoid. And right now I've already made a video how to identify valid candlestick patterns and what are the invalid bullish or bearish engulfing patterns. Video is in my playlist. Feel free to check that out so that you're not going to make any mistakes. Now a good example of invalid pattern is it is right here on NEMEX platform. So right here the price hit the zone and formed a bullish candle. Now that is not a valid bullish candle. For the valid bullish candle, body must engulf the previous candle with a whole body, and as you can see, this candle opens above. Now this type of patterns might works with the stock market, and if you see that even pushed up from here 1 ATR, which is 4, before it falls down, but I have not taken it as an entry because that is not a valid bullish engulfer. For the valid engulfer, it must engulf from the bottom, the body, till the top, and in this case that is an invalid candle. A good example of valid bullish engulfer you see right here, that was a valid bullish engulfer that engulfs the body, the whole body, from bottom till top. But if it covers a wick as well, that is even a strongest entry that I personally want to look. Now here we are also in the zone which is right here on NEMEX. The zone is 2.579 that goes to 2.679. Now as long as we are in the zone, we are still not bearish completely for natural gas. That is why I want to see some condition here. If we have a condition like, let's say, a pullback and then double bottom pattern, that will be my strong entry confirmation. Or if the price, let's say, have a red and then a next candle close as a green candle, that will be my valid aggressive entry, and I'm gonna go long from here. So that's what I'll be looking at. Just look for condition. In case you're wondering, that is not a valid bearish signal according to my rules of entry. Now very important point before I move ahead. Let's say the price is now inside the zone, and let's say you have no conditions. I'm talking about all three platforms, NEMEX, Capital.com and Oanda. We are already in the zone here on NEMEX, and let's say we have no conditions. I'll be still looking at a pullback below 50 EMA, and it is absolutely valid to take another sell trade. So I'll only go long once I see a clear condition like bullish engulfers or double bottom. If there is no condition, I'll still look for the pullback bearish engulfer, and I'm going to go short again till we get a condition here. So we are allowed to take sell trades if we have a valid bearish engulfing pullback entry, and this is not one of my valid pullback entry, not a valid bearish engulfer, even though that's pushed lower. But if you have a valid entry here, I'm going to go long, but very important, I'll enter my buy trade once we have a valid buy condition. So keep an eye. We are now in a buying area from where the price have dramatically pushed up, as you can see recently. And if you look back, that is an area of significance, resistance, support and resistance. That is why I'm looking at this area very closely for my entries. Now for the bearish continuation, let's say we have no condition and price just falls. Only then I'll start to look for my bearish trades. Otherwise, as long as we are in this zone, I will just look for my buy condition. Just to give you a heads up, if we have one candle that closed below the zone, that doesn't mean you start selling here. That could be a fake out. That's why I want to see at least two bigger red candles below this zone for the complete bearish confirmation. So that's why I'll be looking at closely for my entries. Here on capital.com, we are now also getting to the zone, which is right here, a trend continuation bullish zone, which I've been mentioning from a couple of days, which is 2.470 that goes up to 2.575. Now this is an area from where now we can look for a possible conditions like bullish engulfer inside of or double bottom entry conditions. So wait and see. Once we have a condition, only then we are going to enter our trades. Next up, we have gold. Now I've mentioned clearly in my last video, and you see how nicely the silver pushed up and gold pushed lower. That happens rarely, but that was predicted in my last video, that I expect a price to push up and hit my take profit 2, and I was expecting a gold to give us a pullback from this anchor level, because I was also looking at my gold and silver ratio, double top, push down, and the silver pushed up, but the gold is very slow with that. So that is what I was looking at for both. I've already made a video how to trade gold and silver in confluence with ratio, so feel free to check the video in my playlist. So at this point, gold is below the trend line but above 50 EMA. So very important, we need to look at a break above. Now that is also a minor head and shoulder pattern right here. That is why we have a good chance that gold will shoot up from here. But to be extra cautious, I would wait for the price to break above this high and above this trend line with a good momentum, at least 2 green candles, so that I can start to look for my bullish trades. But looking at this bullish pattern right here, we have a chance that gold will head higher. But I won't be entering my trade just looking at this pattern. But that is just a bullish pressure, and my bias is still above for gold. But for my entries, I want to see a complete break above this high, then a pullback, then a bullish engulfer, and then I'm going to go long here on gold. So wait and see, wait for the price to give you a good momentum above 50 EMA to look for the pullback entry bullish. Let's say if we are broken below, we are still inside this zone. As long as we are above this zone, we are not looking at the bearish side. So once we are broken below this zone, only then the gold will turn bearish. Here on silver, the target has been hit, and let me show you what I've said in my last video. Now for the bigger targets, that is what I'll be looking at till this area. So as long as we are above this zone, I'm still expecting a price to head higher and hit the targets, hit the bigger targets. For now, I'm just bullish for silver, not taking any sell trades as long as we are above these zones and rejection box. Entry has been triggered, target 1 has been hit, and I'm just looking at the target 2 at this point. So don't get alarmed if the price rejects from 50 EMA, as it is a likely chance the price will get rejection from 50 EMA and we can get a possible pullback, then a continuation towards the upside. It's awesome. So as you can see, the target 2 has been hit, and that was set already in my last video, and that is what we call a power of condition. Now we have a bearish engulfer. Looks like we're gonna get a push down again, possible retest of the zone, which is right here, 28.67 that goes up to 28.88. Now we are still in the buying zone, but now we can look for short-term sell trade. So I'm expecting a price to push down at least till 28 cents, which is what the ATR is telling us from here. 28 cents is something like this, just for a quick and little scalp looking at this bearish engulfing candle. So we can still get a push down, price can still form a double bottom right here, and price can still push up from here. So look at these rejection level. If we have a bullish engulfer in this rejection level right here, we have a double bottom. We already had a major double bottom right here, but if we have a rejection one more time, that will be also a good signal the price now wants to shoot up from here. So not taking any sell trades until the silver is above 28.71. Once we have broken below 28.71, only then we're going to start to look for the downside. So expect some pullback and then a possible push higher. Lastly, we have crude oil, nicely pushed up from the zone I've been mentioning. Now we are getting a pullback. So it is just a pullback. I'm not bearish for crude oil. So we can still get a pullback to 50 EMA, possible hit of the zone again, and then a bullish engulfing pattern. And then I'm going to go long again for crude oil. So I'm not taking sell trades until we are completely broken below 50 EMA with good 2 candles. Only then I'm going to start to look for my sell trades. For now, we are bullish. I'm only looking for buy trades. We already are broken above this consolidation. I'm expecting a price to head up and head higher, at least to the major level of resistance, which I'm going to mention in my upcoming videos once we have a good momentum. So only bullish trades for crude oil as we are above this zone and we are above 50 and 20 EMA. So that's it for commodities, guys. Hope you got a value out of this video. If you have learned something out of it, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care.